Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Slightly different surroundings today. We are at Father Christmas's bar and it's a perfect fit in because we're going to be drinking a Christmas beer. And the beer I'm going to be drinking is a Nitro porter from Lervig, Norwegian brewery Lervig. And this is their Christmas cream and it's a Nitro porter coming in at 4.7% ABV. Picked up this can in my local beer shop, which is literally called Beer Shop in St Albans. Really looking forward to this one. As ever with Lervig, really random artwork on the can. But yeah, looking forward to it. 440ml can. Enough waffling. Let's get it out and listen to the hiss. Big hiss. And we'll give it a Nitro pour. So straight down. In we go. And that's developing really nicely in the Paul's Beer Review glass. And I'm getting a massive waft of cinnamon on this aroma already. Really looks the part. So while that's developing in the glass there, a little bit of spiel on the back. It says ingredients: water, barley, oats, lactose, cocoa nibs, hops, cinnamon and yeast. So yeah, brewed and packaged Lervig in Norway. It really does sound good. So let's get a proper aroma on this festive porter. Loads of cinnamon coming out of me. Subtle roasted malt. So cinnamon is the overwhelming aroma that's coming out on this beer, definitely. The usual kind of roasted malts, coffee, chocolate, is slightly more subdued. But not the strongest aroma, but definitely cinnamon. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. Oh, wow. Wow. I've never had a beer that's quite so spicy, if I'm honest. Definitely not with this mouthfeel as well. That Nitro porter obviously gives it a really smooth, creamy feel on the tongue. That cinnamon spice is really strong. I think I was expecting a little bit more in depth on the flavour. I would describe it as thin. It's smooth. It's slightly creamy, but it's not particularly thick compared to some other Nitro porters and stouts that I've had this year. It's perhaps not as thick as maybe the Roaster Coaster from Brewdog in particular is the first one that comes to mind. This one's slightly thinner, certainly creamy. Slight toffee sweetness to it. Slight caramelly flavour to it as well, but definitely the most overpowering flavour just is the cinnamon. It certainly does have a festive flavour to it. It definitely is a Christmassy one. And almost as soon as it hits your tongue, the cinnamon is there. Very subtle, spicy, sweet and spicy, this one. Lots of cinnamon. I might even guess this might even be a bit of clove in there as well. Subtle ginger flavour to it as well. All about the winter spice. Subtle caramel, subtle toffee. Not really very roasted malts. Not much in the way of roasted malts coming through. Not really any coffee. Not really any chocolate malts coming through either. It's very clean. Really quite refreshing. Full of winter spice. Nice smooth mouthfeel. I think I just expected a little bit more of it, if I'm honest. Probably not the strongest effort I've ever had from Lervig. But in terms of a Christmas beer, it definitely ticks the boxes. One more. it's definitely the most Christmassy tasting porter I've ever had, that's for sure. But yeah, it's not great. It's not the best, but decent enough. I'm going to give that beer, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, I think. I've recently had a Christmas beer from Chiltern Brewery, just yesterday in fact. They absolutely blew my mind. It was incredible. There was so much winter spice going on with it, and I kind of wish I'd have drunk that one in these surroundings. It would have been perfect. This one is slightly underwhelming. Enjoyable, but slightly underwhelming. There's lots of winter spice in it, but not a lot else, if I'm honest. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to give Lervig's Christmas Cream. I picked this one, like I say, in my local beer store. Your best bet might be the Lervig website or any other beer shops. Go look in there. They might be selling that one at the moment. But yeah, give it a look. See if that sort of thing you fancy. But 6.5 out of 10 for that one. And until my next one, I hope you've enjoyed this from Santa's Pub. And until my next one, you take care.